Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a video interviewing the same friend that I did the zombie apocalypse video with. This is my friend Mrs. Reeves, also known as Vagina Boob. Today we're going to be talking about one of the awesomest games ever, probably the third most often purchased game series of all time after Pokemon and Mario from the Nintendo. And we're going to be talking about The Legend of Zelda, which is a very awesome game that I have had the privilege of playing many of the games of the series, and so has my friend. Probably more than me. Definitely more than me.
Probably.
I don't usually play a lot of games, but I do play Zelda. My favorite GameCube game is definitely Wind Waker. It's the first game that I bought for myself with my own money. I wanted this one to be short because the zombie apocalypse video I had to edit down from 2 hours, and that was 30-something questions. This one is 17 questions. And we're both going to answer the questions, too, because we both really like the games. Probably her more than me. Definitely her more than me. The first question is, what was the first Zelda game you ever played?
Well, I remember playing, like, the ones for the Super Nintendo when I was little.
Like where Link had pink hair?
Yeah. But the first game that I actually played was Wind Waker when I started coming over to your house.
That's my game.
I didn't play Ocarina of Time until after that.
Ocarina of Time was the first one that I played. This is when we were still renting N64 cartridges from, like, Blockbuster. We played so freaking much Zelda. And sometimes when you rented the cartridges, like, you'd have someone else's data on there. And it's like, oh, okay. How old were you when you played? When? What year?
2008, because that's when I started coming over. And I wasn't really allowed to play games growing up. So I didn't really get into GameCube or like Guitar Hero or anything like that till I started going to your house.
I remember like first being allowed to babysit my younger siblings, and my parents would leave and we would have Zelda rented. And we would take turns, and every time we would get to the water temple, they'd be like, okay, here you go, you play this temple.
You would have to play the water temple?
And this is why I ended up really liking the water temple. So yeah, I was young. I was definitely a teenager still, but I don't really remember because I'm getting old. What is your favorite game of the series?
Probably Ocarina of Time.
Why?
I don't know, like I've played through it the most, and I'm the most familiar with it.
My favorite Zelda game is Wind Waker because everything is adorable, even the bad guys, and the graphics are nice, even without it being the HD version. And I like Bodhi, and I like traveling on the ocean. I like the bird characters.
You know,
and I like the fact that there are pirates.
I didn't know for the longest time that they had mouths under their beak.
Their nose.
Yeah, I was like, that's their mouth. But then you look under freaking Medley's giant nose, and there's her mouth.
She has like an upper lip, which is a beak, and a lower lip, which is a regular mammalish lip. Which is your favorite of the three parts of the Triforce, Link, Zelda, or Ganondorf?
I hate Zelda. I'm partial to courage.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not evil. I'm not wise.
My favorite is Zelda, because she's the princess.
And you're a princess.
She wears pink, and she's blonde, and has magical powers, and disguises herself as a man, and can disappear into thin air with the power of nuts. And nobody likes Ganondorf. Which Link is your favorite?
Out of all of them? Even
all of them that you know.
I don't like the Skyward Sword Link because he sounds stupid when he falls. I like the Twilight Princess Link because he's the most attractive.
I think the Twilight Princess Link looks the most human, like the most realistic. Even the Skyward Sword one and this one look less human.
My favorite actually is Adult Link in Ocarina of Time.
Me too.
It's super half a sandwich nose.
I like his earring.
Me too.
I think it's just because it's the Link that I grew up with, even though he's made out of like blocky chunks of colored geometric shapes. I really like torturing that Link. That Link is so much fun to torture.
I think he's a bit cute.
Maybe, a little bit. Who's your favorite side character, including goddesses and sages?
Probably Makar, just because I think he's the cutest thing. Yeah.
My favorite is Bodhi. I'm pretty sure, like, I like the character that is the King of Red Lions in every game. I like the freaking owl from Ocarina of Time.
I hate freaking Ruto.
Who's your least favorite character then, Ruto?
The entire series? Yes.
The entire series?
Yes, she is my least favorite. I changed my character to who's my favorite.
Oh, who is it?
Bruce from Skyward Sword. Because I love him.
My least favorite character is probably Fee.
You and everyone else.
I wish you could, like, turn her off. Yeah, that way. Both ways. What in-game race of people is your favorite?
I like the Rito because they're really pretty and they have the best music.
And they fly. I like the mailman guy.
Me too.
I like them too, but I also like the Twilight people. I just really like how they look. They're cool looking. I like the Koroks because they rattle and I want to, like, shake them.
Yeah.
Are there any dark-skinned Hylian people besides Beetle?
I don't think so.
Petra was dark skinned, but then when she became Zelda, she looked light. Like,
What's up with that?
I have no idea. Who's your favorite antagonist? Main antagonist. Not like Groose.
I don't know how to say his name, but I've always said like Girahim. I love him because he's super fabulous and just like, yep, that's why.
Like, can you keep that away from my face? Keep that in your face hole and away from everyone else's face holes.
He's like creeping at Link, but in the way that it's like, I love you, but I want to murder you.
I think my favorite antagonist is still Zant. I wish you could play as Zant in the Smash Bros. Games. I really liked him as a character because he just kind of appears at just like, ugh, you're back. Here fight these guys. Bye. And he has those long flowy sleeve things where he just like, ugh, like, God. Like the very opposite of Girahim. What is your favorite boss from all the games combined? Main dungeon bosses. The boss you get a heart piece for.
It's like a flower and it's hanging.
Are you talking about the one?
No, it eats Mankar.
Yeah.
That one.
And spits them out in the end. I think my favorite bosses are Twin Roba, the big giant skeleton thing where you're on the little spinny thing in the sand. I really like all the bosses in Wind Waker, but I also really liked the Water Temple boss from Ocarina of Time because it was really difficult to kill and terrifying because it was like an amoeba in the pool.
Yeah.
What is your least favorite boss? Yes, you're recorded.
In Skyward Sword, there's a boss called the Imprisoned.
My big scary thing?
Yeah. It looks like a big old slug with legs.
And a whole bunch of teeth and mouths.
Yeah.
And its giant, like, endless mouth thing.
Yeah.
Thing.
That's my least favorite because I just remember never being able to get past its feet for like the longest time. I just couldn't do it without like literally throwing my controller.
What is your favorite non-boss monster? Anything you fight that isn't a main boss.
Okay, so in Wind Waker, when you're on Bodhi and you're just like, I'm gonna go to this next island, and there are the sharks that follow you. I think they're cute. I don't know, and I like the music that plays.
You can kill them with your boomerang and they fly out of the water in agony and then explode in midair.
Yeah, they're cool.
I have 3 favorite non-boss monsters. My favorite is those freaking terrifying zombie things that are blood spattered in the Shadow Temple. They're white and they chomp down on your head and they have the hands sticking out of the ground.
You know, Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things are terrifying and they're awesome. I like fighting them. But I wish there were more in the game. I also like likes. And I like those little mokoblins, the ones that are on the ships. And they run down with their little tiny pointy spear things. They just stab them at you. And like they bounce around, they're like little imps, whiz robes that like appear and it's like boop, 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 and then they shoot fire at you. I really like all the monsters in Wind Waker.
One monster in Wind Waker that I don't like fighting is the dang skulls that are on fire, or the skulls that have the freaking purple magic stuff around them. I hate those.
You have to climb up those trees and they're just floating around and you know you're gonna hit one and be knocked down into the abyss.
Yeah.
You have to start all over again. Or if they get too close to Makar and you have to start the room over again.
Mm-hmm.
Or those freaking vacuumy hand things that try to suck up Medley.
Those are scary, but also cool.
Oh my god, the hands that fall from the ceiling in Ocarina of Time and leave a shadow on you.
Cool.
Those are cool. I like all their monsters. If I saw like a shadow around me and I looked up and saw a hand coming towards me to drag me upward away into the scary shadowness, I'd be like, goodbye world. Just drop everything, like there'd be like a pee puddle left behind. I didn't write down like what your least favorite one is, but I know what my least favorite is, and that's the freaking zombies. The skeletons that come out of the ground to try and kill you in Ocarina of Time, and now Breath of the Wild.
Those are just kind of more annoying than anything.
Electric chews are the worst. What is your favorite temple dungeon from Ocarina of Time? Fire, water, forest, shadow,
Shadow Temple.
desert.
Maybe desert.
Shadow Temple with all the creepy walking through the walls.
Yeah.
I think my favorite temple is the Water Temple because it takes a really long time and that just means I get to play for longer and I get to test the water level for every single part that I get stuck, and I like the boss and I like the monsters in that temple. I feel like the monsters in that temple are so easy by comparison to the other monsters because when you think about it, all they are like little sea anemones and clams and little fish and manta rays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
By comparison, those are really easy to kill. So which one is your least favorite?
Freaking Water Temple.
I think my least favorite is the Forest Temple because it's terrifying.
The music though.
It has really good music and I think that's what makes it more terrifying. But the music is very beauty. It's so weird. It's like, I can't even think of the word. It's like unsettling.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that can relate to Saria. What is your favorite non-dungeon location in any of the games?
In Breath of the Wild, because I've been playing it so much, there's a place you go where before the king revealed himself as the king, he was just an old man.
Oh, was he that guy?
Yeah. He
Figured.
had like this little hut, I guess. There's like some food in there and other stuff, but I don't know, I just like being over there because nothing else is there. Like, there aren't really a lot of enemies, and I just go around there and pick up food and stuff.
I think my favorite area is Hyrule Field from Ocarina of Time. So I do like the general entire map of Wind Waker. We haven't mentioned anything about like any of these other games because we've never played them. What is your favorite island from Wind Waker?
Dragon Roost, because the music is pretty. And yeah, I just like it the best. I'll just stand there and listen to the music.
I like the fairy islands because I really like the fairies in the Wind Waker. They're just interesting and not terrifying. Yeah, they are. They're terrifying.
In Wind Waker,
Yeah.
the Mother and Child Isle.
The little fairy with the creepy music.
Yeah.
The giant one with the bell at the top. It is a maze.
You mean the Tower of the Gods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that island. It's cool. What is your favorite weapon from any of the games?
Probably the slingshot.
As Kid Link?
Yeah.
You can have the slingshot in the other games, can't you? No.
Isn't it in Wind Waker too?
Is it? No, you can have bow and arrow.
Master Sword, duh.
My favorite weapon is the skull hammer from Wind Waker. Because when he takes out the skull hammer, he's just like...
Make the angriest face.
It's just like, I would have killed everything in my path. Everything. I also liked the sword that you get in Ocarina of Time that you had to do the stupid quest for. The big Goron sword.
Oh, yeah. And it breaks like immediately?
But you can fix it for like lots of money and doing more quest stuff. So dumb. But I really liked it. I like bomb shoes. So yeah, I didn't add like what is your favorite item because that would be too like generic and like there's way too big of a list. But my favorite item. Don't tell nobody, but my favorite item is the floaty leaf from Wind Waker. Do you have a favorite item?
Grandma's soup. Does that count?
It does count. What is your favorite soundtrack? Specifically from the games, not from like I made a cover. Here's my cover.
When Skyward Sword was released, they had the Symphony CD.
Yeah.
And I really liked the Gerudo Valley on it because it sounds like Star Wars.
I really like the Dragon Roost music.
Pretty good.
I also like the Lost Woods music. I really liked the music for the Goron City. What is your least favorite feature in the games?
Stamina bars. I hate stamina bars. They're annoying. That hurt my soul.
He could do all these same things in Ocarina of Time. Like, why does he have to have stamina to do them now?
Yeah.
I think that's mine too. Can you look from first-person view in Breath of the Wild?
I don't think so.
How many hours do you think you have played for all the games total?
Over 1,500.
We used to like try out that thing where it was like, it's possible to beat the game in this many such and such minutes. People do records for it.
Yeah.
We used to try it, and it was like, this person beat Ocarina of Time in 7 hours with cutscenes. And I was like, oh my god. And so we kept trying and trying and trying, and we got like 13 hours. It's so hard. But we would rack up hours doing that. And then there was Wind Waker collecting the Triforce pieces.
Oh my god, never mind. It's gotta be double that then.
I think I have probably thousands of hours on Zelda games total. How much merchandise do you own?
I have a few shirts. I mean, besides the games themselves.
Yeah.
I have some shirts and
Is it your DS, Zelda?
my DS. I have a keychain on my backpack. That's a Triforce. I have a hat and
A pillow?
pillow. I don't know where it is.
And a poster at least? I know you have one.
I did have a Skyward Sword poster, but I don't know what happened to it.
I have that Toon Link backpack. I have a poster. I don't really have a lot of Zelda stuff. Do you have any amiibos?
Oh yeah, I have a regular Link amiibo and then the the Wolf Link amiibo.
Oh, I have a shirt. My friend whose house I'm at went to the symphony and they brought me back a t-shirt. It's kind of like army green. I've worn it in a few videos. It just has a Triforce on the front. And it says Zelda Symphony Orchestra on the bottom of the sleeve. What do you name yourself in the games?
You know, in Breath of the Wild, you don't get a choice. I don't think you do.
How do you know whose file is who?
You have to have a separate account.
Oh.
Yeah. The first time I play a Zelda game, I always play as Link. Then the second time I play as Fredidd. Yeah.
I play as Fredidd, F-R-E-D-D, or Miguel. I've played as Stud Muffin sometimes. That's the end of this Zelda thing. And that was our very special guest, Mrs. Reeves. Who do you ship Link with? Fandom, you should stop. You should, like, seek Jesus or some other deity. You need to seek Din. In the comments, tell me about your favorite Zelda game in the Zelda game series, and why it is your favorite.